I want to talk about friendships and purpose. I see them as often a dichotomy. We make decisions sometimes out of friendship and avoid purpose, and sometimes we make decisions for purpose and avoid the friendship or sort of nullify the friendship in that because our decision might be for purpose not compatible with our friendship. What I'm going to talk about here is one experience. I've had many experiences regarding this, but one experience that goes all the way back to when I was 16 years old. I was 16, but I was in the Army. I had joined the Army with my parents' consent because I wanted to get the GI Bill. At that time, you know, if you enlisted during this period of time that they made enlistments available, is that you would get the GI Bill, which included 4 years of college. Well, I wanted to go to college, but believe me, it was not possible in those days. We didn't have all the aids that you have today, like student loans and one thing and another like that. So this was my opportunity to go to college. I wanted to become a doctor. That was my aim then. So I was in Berlin and I met an English girl and I started going out with her. I don't know how long, maybe months. We were uh, friends. There wasn't even sex involved. It was has somebody to go out with and have fun with. Well, as my time came to come back, I realized my purpose was to get the GI Bill, go to college, and become a doctor. So, following my reasoning of purpose, I broke off the relationship. Unfortunately, my partner didn't really appreciate that. Let me make another observation here. My partner was 27, and that time I was 19. And I think where you are in life, age wise, affects your decision. 19, I had my whole life ahead of me and prepare for a career. 27, well, you know, if you're not married and you're a woman at 27, you sort of missed your mark, you might say. It's you should have got married much earlier, but some of us put it off, and back in those days, it wasn't that easy. It wasn't that acceptable. So when I made my Declaration of Independence, she just blew up. Oh, it was horrible. Yelling, screaming. She even threw a telephone at me, you know, throwing things at me. And so I thought, well, she's going to kill me. I mean, I never seen anybody that angry. Uh, so finally, I decided to keep the relationship. And I decided that we get married. And in the back of my mind, I thought, okay, we'll get married because a lot of girls, women in that time in devastated Europe, they wanted to get a American boyfriend, whether he was a German girl or a French girl or English girl, so they could leave the devastated Europe and go to America, which of course was prosperous and unharmed. I could understand that, but it's not what was in my thinking my thinking was, okay, I'll take her to Europe, back to America, and I can decide then maybe to get a divorce because she would have accomplished what she wanted to accomplish. Well, in those few months that was before I left, she got pregnant. Now, if you've ever been in the Army, you know that they drilled into your head about how to protect yourself as sex, and especially the diseases. But, wear a condom, whatever. And I did that. And I couldn't understand how she got pregnant. But she did. So I went back to the US and decided, well, I'll keep the relationship going. I will stay married to her because in my family there were never any divorces, and divorce was sort of, a not desirable thing to do. So I said, I'll make the best of it and see what happens. Of course, having a child at that time, I didn't even have a job. I had to get a job, and finally I had to put aside my plans of going to college. I more or less said I delayed it, and I started going to college at night because she wouldn't support me in her. When I suggested, she says, I'm not going to be married to a student. Well, okay. So it's important when you make decisions. So I decided from then on, my decisions have to be not tainted by relationships, but it has to be on purpose. Because we're all here for a purpose. We're living this life, experience it, and I believe that we all know our purpose. So it makes me very sad to have to make purpose decisions. I wish that there would be a possibility of the partner to understand the purpose. So that purpose really affected me, and later on, other decisions such as that affected me very much. So anyhow, you have to decide, should it be relationship? Should it be love? Should it be friendship or purpose? Okay, thank you for listening. Bye-bye.